Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is 11 degrees out here, and I've got my winter stuff on. I've got some long johns on and things, and we're inside here. I don't actually have the heat on right now. I might turn it on if I get cold to warm up my feet and stuff. But today has been a day where I've been just trying to get materials over here on the job site. We're supposed to get snow, and I don't think we're going to see temperatures over 30 degrees anytime soon. So what I'm wanting to do is make sure I don't have to try and truck stuff in here. I may have to hike in because I think this is one of the last roads that will be snow plowed. So I'm just going to do a little bit here today. I got some more 2x4s here. I got some pipes and fittings and things like that in here. So that way, if I can get in Monday or Tuesday, I can be working on getting the rough-in plumbing and stuff on here. So here's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to finish framing this up over here, and then I'm going to be putting in some of the insulation pieces, so and the blocking that needs to go in between each of these floor joists, and start putting in the insulation. Now, what I'm going to need to do, because this is such it's a poot screw, I don't have a lot of space to work with here, so I'm going to go ahead and put in my rough plumbing for the kitchen sink that's going to go here, as well as run a piece over here for the ice maker. There will be an ice maker that's going to come up in the wall, so I'll drill a hole and run PEX all the way through closer to the top, so that way it's buried in the insulation, because we want it to be insulated in the floor and stuff. And from that point there, I can then start the process of putting in all the insulation around it. I need to get a 2-inch waistline in here as well, and finish getting this whole thing closed up so we can put this sucker to bed. That's what I can't wait to do. But it actually doesn't feel that bad in here now that we've gotten this part closed up in here and having some of the insulation. At least it's helping to keep any wind out. So it's already about 2 o'clock, so I'm only going to probably get about 2 hours in here. We took a couple of truckloads of debris out because I didn't want it to get snowed on. So at least we have materials, and we have a cleared job site outside. It can snow, and we don't have to worry about the roof collapsing since we got this put in here. And if I can get this framed up and get this portion right here closed, that's the next thing I want to do here, is get this closed up so that way we don't have to worry about this either. It'll make this a whole lot nicer, especially when we can put the plywood down, because then I can use this as my stable platform, get everything off of there, and level out that floor. What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Welcome to Ice Station Zebra. And in honor of my cousin Eddie, I want to talk to you, Eddie. It is 13 degrees outside. 13 degrees. I'm working in this building, this house, that is a shell. As you can see, no, it's not dragon breath. That's cold air. All I have on is, I got a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt on up underneath here and a sweatshirt. I don't even have gloves on. So it's probably about 18, 19 degrees. I took the hat off because I was actually hot. And I'm in here working on this place. And yeah, I feel pretty good, actually. As long as I keep moving, I don't feel bad at all. So I'm going to do a little bit of work before we have our live stream coming up at 5 o'clock. And I want to stop off at the store because I saw this soup. It's actually a lasagna soup. Ooh. So you got your Italian sausage and your tomatoes, and you make like ricotta dumplings with Parmesan cheese. Oh, yeah, that's a soup I can dig into it. So I'm going to definitely do that one. But we have some breaking news here. And this is actually perfect because my good friend Richard, who is a Steelers fan, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to football, wants to get into YouTube. And we've been talking about him starting up a channel and things. And this is going to be perfect because now you can be talking about Mike McCarthy as your head coach. And before you all laugh, I want us to stop for a second here, because as people are going through and getting Brian Diebold or getting Kevin Stefanski, Aaron Rodgers' only Super Bowl was with Mike McCarthy as the head coach. And what he did here with the Cowboys, I know we didn't win the Super Bowl, but to have 12-5 records is actually amazing when you think about it. Because think about this for a second. Your best or second best wide receiver, you shipped off and you never replaced him, which was Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, you gave away for a 5th-round draft pick. He was replaced by Michael Gallup, by Noah Brown, by Brandon Cooks. None of those guys had more than 650 yards. Your running game went downhill. Zeke Elliott was literally a shell of himself. He never had over 1,050 yards during the whole time Mike McCarthy was here. And you had bust galore. You think about guys like Tristan Hill, and you think about guys like Mozzie Smith, that you drafted, Schoonmaker, guys that didn't really pan out and do anything for your team. Yet, somehow, we still won 12 games. Now, I get it. That's not winning deep in the playoffs, but if you look at teams like Buffalo that just fired their coach and things, Mike McCarthy's had more success. Again, he did win a Super Bowl. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to talk to Richard tonight and see if he's got his setup together, because this would be the perfect opportunity for him and I to get together and start talking and introducing the world to his channel and talk about Mike McCarthy, since we definitely have some skin in the game on there. The crazy thing about the NFL is there's not a lot of great coaches to go ahead and try and get. There's really not. And you can see teams are rehashing everybody who's already been out here. Robert Saleh, he was a failure with the Jets, but he got another job. Kevin Stefanski, I'm sorry, I think he's the village idiot. Anytime that you can't even get the right play sheet on your quarterback for a game is kind of freaking ridiculous. You think about all of these guys that are getting jobs and stuff. Brian Flores, I still think he was not a bad coach. I think he was in a bad situation with Miami. So there's not a lot of great opportunities and a lot of great personnel to get you where you want to be. That's my whole point here. Hold your ears for a second. This is the most incredible saw right here. God. This thing is better than any corded saw that I've ever had in my life. I am a DeWalt whore. I'll do anything for DeWalt. No, actually not anything. I love my DeWalt tools. Yeah. Now, honestly, if you ask me, and nobody asked me. If you honestly ask me, I would say I would rather see a Brian Flores get an opportunity to coach the Steelers. But that's me, because I think that he got a raw deal as far as the Miami Dolphins, and he should get another opportunity. For whatever reason, he doesn't look like he's going to get one. But yeah. Oh, Richard. Hey, Richard, if you're watching this, buddy, call me, or I'll call you in a few when I get this a little bit more of this stuff done. Yeah. Call me out when I say, oh, it's getting cold. Yeah, it's cold. And we're going to have some nights. I know it's not as cold as Eddie's, but Eddie, you don't work outside, bro. You don't work outside all day. Now, I got 2 propane heaters here. I don't need them. I don't need them because I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a temperature of 103. Okay, anyway. All right, good people. We are coming on along with this thing. I'm only going today, actually, I'm not doing that much here because it's just me. Mike went home for the weekend because Leroy needed to go. But I'm working on getting the rest of this framing done. What I was really doing is getting more materials here so that way I don't have to try and bring it in when it snows because I know the street is not going to be plowed. But I can't always walk in and carry my tools up in here. So I got my 2x4s, got my plywood, and got my insulation and stuff in here. So that way, when I do come next week, I'm just ready to rock and roll. Because I've got to run, get my plumbing in here put in place. I can insulate the floors. I can get the sheathing and stuff down on here. Once I get the plywood down, I can frame up the washroom and do all that kind of stuff. So if you plan ahead, weather and things like that won't stop you. And that's what I will tell you you need to do in life, is plan ahead. Peace. Wow. You know what? It's kind of funny. I just turned on, I'm trying to get the heater. My heater won't stay on. You're supposed to hold the button on it, and it's supposed to warm up after 30 seconds, then it's supposed to stay on, but it's not. I haven't used it in probably like 4 or 5 years, so it might be dirty. But I do have another problem that's in here. Actually, I'm not actually that cold. I'm just trying to see if it's going to work or not, or if I need to take it and drop it off at the hardware store to get them to work on it. But my problem right now is, if you look from when we started, I had a lot of lumber here. And I'm working on getting all these 2x6s cut and put in place. You can see, because this is concrete underneath of it, I've had to basically kind of scarf the pieces so that way they will fit underneath of it, which will make it nice and sturdy. But I'm going through, and you can see, instead of doing it this way, I've gone the opposite direction. So we'll just cut the plywood to meet up on this joist and continue going down with it on centers. But we'll get this part put there. Insulation will get put in there. There's nothing that's going to go into this floor section here, so we're going to be good to go. So I like it like that. I really, truly like this. This is going to be good. Probably not going to stay here too much longer today because I do have a live stream on my main channel, Jobu Sports Report, which is like a members call-in show. We do those every Saturday at 5, so it's about 3 o'clock now, but I'm going to finish getting these laid in here, and I've got the materials that I wanted here so I can work. And it's cold, but it's actually not that bad. It's really not that bad. And when Mike gets back, I don't know, because of the snow, he's got to go through and wire up the walls. But once he does that, we can start putting the insulation in the walls here. And like I said before, what I'll probably do is cut with the table saw some sleepers, temporary sleepers, so I can start putting the insulation in the ceiling, because he's got all the wiring stuff that had to change and stuff in there. We can start putting that in there, and all of a sudden, this place with this heater right here, and we'll see if it actually still works, will probably warm it up pretty well. So, you know, until, of course, we do have to continue what we started here on down through here. Now, the good part with this is it's not in as bad a shape, I don't think, as it was over here. We know that the sill plate and all is definitely gone over there by the window, but we'll go through and we'll jack it up the same way like we did, although you don't see it sagging like it was. The back corner is great, which will make it easier. In fact, I can probably cross tie the beam on that side and just jack it up on this side. But then we can take out, raise it up, take out the plywood, check the floor joists, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do the same thing over there that I did over here, because it'll be good to be able to get the vapor barrier underneath of it. This is going to help to keep the wood from rotting out. And you can see I've used all pressure treated lumber in here, so that's another added layer of protection. And when the weather warms up, we're going to end up digging out the outside of there, and we're going to make a drainage channel that will go past the house, so that way any water that comes off the hill will not infiltrate the house. So we're fixing what's broken, and we are changing what needs to be changed to make sure it won't be a problem in the future. This, solid as a rock. This won't go anywhere.